Hello and welcome to my office. It is such a pleasure meeting you. Please sit down and get comfortable. For today's session, we are going to be doing a face mapping and skin analysis, correct? Is this your first time? Oh, excellent. Well, I will tell you all that there is to know. So face mapping is a Chinese technique. It has been around for over 3,000 years, and it is the Chinese belief that energy flows to and from our organs, skin being our biggest organ. So our skin is a pretty big indicator of what is happening internally. So it is our outer reflection. Now, you may get a blemish on your nose and think nothing of it, just another acne nuisance. However, it could be something a bit more deeper. If it happens to be on your nose, it could be something like too much salt intake. Of course, we are going to break everything down. There is actually several different zones that we are going to be looking at, and we're going to get pretty in-depth today. And, take this all with a grain of salt. Now, of course, this is just a frame of reference. I'm just going to be guiding you, giving you the information that you will need, and just some advice. Excellent. But first, I do want to ask you a couple questions. Is that okay? So, do you have any skin concerns? What does your everyday skin regimen look like? Day and night? Okay. So, what types of products are you using? Okay. Are you using any Retin-A? Are you a smoker? Do you drink alcohol? What is your normal sleep position? Back sleeper, side sleeper? Do you suffer from hormonal acne? And how much water would you say you consume every day, on average? Okay. Now, when it comes to your skin, do you have any reactions to food? Okay. What do you do for a living? Okay. And what do your hours look like? I know, pretty intrusive questions. Any abnormal or excessive stress in your life? Yeah, that can certainly be stressful. Thank goodness it's temporary, right? What medications do you take? And that's for... okay. Once a day? Any allergies to any medications you've taken in the past? Okay. Any vitamins that you take as well? Okay. Any past facial treatments? Okay, so you had Botox on your forehead. Okay, so that was specifically for headaches. You get really bad migraines. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Laser treatments. Only one. Okay. Okay. Hair removal. And where was that? Okay. Your upper lip and chin. Okay. Now, I know that you said that your skin concern was age spots. I personally don't think that the spots that you were speaking of are age spots, but I do think that they are sunspots. Are you in the sun a lot? Okay. And I know SPF is part of your regimen, but what SPF do you use exactly? What's the strength? Okay, so you may want to bump that up for sure. I know we are in the colder months, but we never want to stop using our SPF because the sun is always around. Okay. So I think we're good with questions. And I know that some of us are more visual. Are you that way? Okay. And so I have this color chart that does visually break everything down. Okay. So imagine this is your lovely face here. And we have all the areas that I'll be looking at in different colors. Okay. So starting up at the top, we have red for the forehead, which correlates to the digestive system, stress, sweating. We have blue for in between the eyes or eyebrows. And that is liver and stomach, dehydration, too much alcohol, or greasy foods. We have here pink, which is under the eyes. And this is kidneys, liver, lack of sleep, dehydration, or dirt for makeup, and rubbing the eyes. Okay. So sometimes the problem is a bit more simplistic than just you having something wrong with your organs. Now we have here orange, which is the nose. And that correlates to the heart, blood pressure, poor circulation, and salt intake. Then we have green, which is the cheeks. And that is the respiratory system, allergens, dirty pillows, cell phones, smoking. We have the jawline, which is the stomach, dirt, and greasy foods. We have the chin, which is the stomach, hormones, reproductive organs, and the kidney. And we have the ears and temples, which is kidneys, dehydration, stress, and excess oil production. And then lastly, we have around the lip area, okay, and that is hormonal imbalance, ovulation, reproductive organs, and menstrual cycle. Okay, so that is a little visual breakdown for you. So here we have another facial chart that I like to share. And this helps to kind of indicate what I'm looking for during the facial mapping session. So here we have the midbrow. Dry patches, pimples, and redness between the eye or midbrow indicate an imbalance in the liver. Treat your liver right and show it a little love. A great place to start is by managing stress. I know, easier said than done, I know. Setting aside some valuable you time and doing some yoga or meditation can help calm your nerves and reduce your stress. Then we have the forehead. Weakened digestion due to poor diet and stress can cause breakouts on the forehead. Improving the quality of your foods, removing processed foods and sugar, and eating in a calm and intentional manner can help clear acne on the forehead. Then we have the upper cheeks. Pimples in this area are closely related to the foods you are eating. Think back to what you ate the night before or even a few days prior. If you indulge in too much spicy, deep-fried, fatty, or rich foods, and possibly chocolate, then these might be the culprits. Try keeping a food diary to narrow down any culprit foods. And then we have eyebrows, temples, and under eyes. Dark circles, spots, or discoloration in this area may be from a perpetual cycle of bad habits causing imbalance in your kidneys. For example, late nights, smoking, and excessive alcohol intake can lead to insomnia and a deep need for coffee. Over time, this taxes the adrenals, resulting in adrenal fatigue and imbalance in the kidneys. Next, we have the tip of nose. Acne on the tip of your nose can indicate an imbalance within your heart meridian. This doesn't mean that you are doomed to have a heart attack, but it does mean that your heart organ, including your circulatory system, may need some extra attention and love to restore balance. Be sure to have your blood pressure checked and speak to a doctor about ways you can bring it down to normal limits if it happens to be high. Adding in antioxidant-rich foods such as green and matcha teas can be very beneficial and an easy win for pretty skin. Both have caffeine in them and can be a nice substitute for your morning coffee. There you go. Then we have the chin, jawline, and neck. Recurring acne around the chin or mouth, discoloration, or dark patches may indicate a hormonal imbalance, most often excess estrogen or testosterone. So many things can have a direct impact on your hormonal balance, from stress to sluggish bowel movements and poor diet. Conditions such as adrenal fatigue, PCOS, and endometriosis are also commonly linked to hormonal acne and skin discoloration on this part of the face. Diet is key in helping balance hormones. Getting lots of water and fiber-rich veggies will help bulk up your stools and keep you pooping and eliminating excess hormones. And lastly, we have lower cheeks. blemishes in this area can be an indication of inflammation in the respiratory system. This may be due to environmental allergens such as smoke, mold, or air pollution. Give life to your respiratory system and lungs by getting into nature. Leave the city smog behind and get out into the wild amongst the trees and take some deep breaths. So, there you go. Just a little more insight to what your skin may be telling you. So I do have a face chart here, and we're going to break down this face into 14 zones. But first, I want to go ahead and just do a little quick skin analysis. First impressions. I'm going to go ahead and just clean my hands. Do you mind gloves? I ask because some of my clients don't like the sound of gloves, so I want to be very respectful. I always clean my hands, but you know, everyone's different, and I want your experience to be as perfect as it can be. So, you're okay with gloves? Perfect. Thank you. Yeah, mine are red. I know. I actually have several boxes of red gloves, and I'm kind of wanting to get done with these already, but wait's not right. See, the thing was, I had blue before. I'm kind of hard in blue. Decided to go with red. Okay. So, first and foremost, I'm just going to do a light cleanse. I can see that you are barefaced, which is perfect. But just want to do a light, gentle cleanse. I don't really want to add any products to your face because I want to see how your face is just completely bare. So, just close your eyes. And this is very gentle, it's not stripping. And just with this touch alone, I can tell that your skin is quite sensitive to touch, which is pretty normal. So I see that your skin gets instantly flushed. But nothing to worry about. I'm the same way. Okay. Now, just with my fingers, I'm just going to do some pressing. Press, 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 press. Press, 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 press. Press, 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 press. Okay. Your skin's elasticity seems really, really good. Do you find that you have plumpness to your skin? Yeah, sometimes when you lose elasticity, it also can be an indication that you need to drink more, hydrate yourself, not just externally with moisturizer and, all of your skincare bits, but you also need to think of hydrating your insides. Yeah. And I know not everyone loves water, but it is truly the best thing for you. The best thing for you. Okay. Yeah. Your skin does bounce back. Okay. Now I'm also going to be checking just your overall skin sensitivity. So I have some tools here, and we're going to start off with the most gentle objects. Okay, nothing is going to hurt you, but you'll know what I mean. The first being this colorful, fluffy brush. So I'm just going to gently brush your face, gently brush, gently brush, gently brush, gently brush your face, brush, 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 gently, gently brush. Okay, how does that feel? Okay. Excellent. Brush, 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 brush. Now, this next brush is a bit more denser, a bit more spiky in nature. So you're going to feel it a bit more, not as fluffy. So again, I'm just going to brush. I'm just going to brush. I'm just going to brush, 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 brush. I'm just going to brush, 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 brush. Excellent. Brush, 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 brush. Brush, 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 brush. And next up, I'm going to do some light scratching. Okay, this is technically a back scratcher, or it could be a scalp massager. It has, many uses. So I'm just going to gently scratch, 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 scratch. I'm just seeing how your skin reacts. Okay, scratch, 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 scratch. Very good. Very good. Now, I have this. And this one you'll feel the most, I would say. Slightly more harsh, but it's not going to hurt you. I'm going to gently graze your skin, okay? Gently, gently, gently graze your skin. 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 Very good. Scratch. Very, very good. Okay. Now I want to use this tool to again press into your skin, okay? Deep pressing, deep pressing, deep pressing. Okay, you did really good. Okay, so overall your skin is wonderful. We all have our problem areas, and I'm going to start breaking down each area now. Okay, things are really starting to get serious. I got my magnifying glasses. Okay, I have my face chart here, and I'm going to break down the 14 zones for you. So the first 2 zones are going to be the forehead. We have 1 and we have 3. Right in the middle of the brows, we have zone 2. We can make a triangle here. Then we have 6 and 8. Let's pretend the ears are here. Okay. I'm no artist. But we have 10 and we have 4. Okay. Those are the ears. Then we have 5 and 9, which are our cheeks. We have zone 7, our nose. We have 11 and 13. And we have 12, the chin, and we can't see it, but 14 is our throat. Okay, let's pretend she has a neck. Okay, do we have all of them? Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I know it can get quite confusing, but those are all of these zones. Okay, so we are going to start off by checking zone 1 and zone 3. Okay, let's turn on these lights. Let's grab my little cotton swab tools. Now here on the forehead, I'm checking for any congestion, which is usually the problem on the forehead. Any excess oils. Okay. Very good. Now, I notice that your skin is more dry than anything else. That could be due to the environment. It is winter, but have you noticed that you normally have dry skin? Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing the opposite of excess oil on both zones. A little bit of flakiness. Okay. Excellent. Yeah. Okay, so next we're going to do between the eyebrows here. And so between the eyebrows, this is linked to your liver, okay? So here we go. I'm just gonna do a little press. Now I do see a tiny fresh little blemish. It doesn't hurt, right? Yeah, it's not painful. Nothing has really popped up quite yet, but I see that it's forming. Do you usually get pimples there between your eyebrows? Okay, are you a late night eater? I know I'm guilty of that myself, so no judgment. Okay, it could also be an indicator that you're lactose intolerant. I don't know if you were ever diagnosed with that. It could just be simply that you're eating, too much rich foods, so just lower your intake on that. I'm not saying to completely change your diet, but just be mindful, right? Okay. Now I am going to go ahead and check your ears. Oh, okay, so you have been having some problems with your ears, but I see that you have quite a few piercings. Are any of these piercings fresh? Okay. Did you talk to your piercer about that? You're the piercer. Okay. I gotta say I'm guilty of that as well. Well, I didn't pierce myself, but my mother did. My mother did. And she's no professional, so I get it. We just want to get the job done. Sometimes we either get our family member to do it or we do it ourselves. Yeah. Okay, well, have you ever used iodine swabs? Oh, they work wonders. Sometimes changing your jewelry a bit too early can cause that as well. How long did you have the original post in your ear? Okay, yeah, that's my stomach. Maybe that was a bit too early, I'll be honest. So, just make sure you clean it every day with just water, a little bit of soap, nothing that has any added fragrance. Keep it very simple, and get those iodine swabs. Amazon. Yeah. If I had some here at my office, I would have definitely given you some. But this year is doing just fine. But yeah, sometimes hot ears, as we like to call it, can be excess alcohol. It could be other indicators, but I see that you have those fresh piercings, so that's probably it. But are you someone who drinks a lot of caffeine? Okay. Coffee is life, that is true. Coffee runs through your blood, yeah, well, if you find that your ears tend to irritate you, it could actually be too much caffeine, oddly enough, yeah. Or salt consumption as well, so it could be a multitude of things, but it's most likely your jewelry in this case. I would say when you're using your cell phone, use your cell phone on this ear instead of this ear. Okay. So now we're going to check 5 and 9. Okay, so we're checking the cheeks here. We're checking the cheeks. Yes. I see a little bit of redness. You definitely have a mild case of rosacea. It's nothing to be overly concerned about. More so on this side, I would say. Yeah, more so on zone 5. Now, as I stated before, your cheeks are an indicator of your respiratory system, but it can also be a clue into your dental health. Have you had any work done? Okay. So you recently had a tooth pulled. Did that irritate your gums in any way? Canker sores, mouth ulcers. I never know the correct term for those things. Yeah. Okay. And how long ago was that? Okay. Yeah, I mean, I mainly just see the redness, especially in zone 5, but nothing else that's too alarming. I do find that mouth ulcers tend to be an indicator of stress. It could be physical stress, it could be environmental stress, emotional stress, but yeah, they usually pop up more so when you're dealing with something. So, just something to think about. Yeah, you get them quite often. Okay. Yeah, I do see some broken capillaries. Yeah. Okay. Broken capillaries. Yeah, it could definitely have been the dental procedure for sure, especially when they force your mouth open for an extended period of time that is not natural to your mouth. That could certainly do it. Okay, so next up we are going to take a look at zones 6 and 8, which are your lovely eyes. Now, eyes are usually an indicator of your kidneys. So we're looking for dark circles, we're looking for puffy eyes. That can be an indicator of dehydration, imbalanced diet, bad lymph flow, so many different things. So let's take a look. Okay. Now, dark circles, they can certainly be, hereditary. But I do see that you have puffiness, which also could just be an indicator that you're not getting enough sleep. But let's go ahead and try to fix that real quick. I have these cooling gloves. Your eyes are quite puffy, so let's help you out a bit, even if it's temporary, but this is a nice tool that you can have. These are quite inexpensive. You can find them literally anywhere now, which is really great. I usually get mine either on Amazon or TJ Maxx. There's so many different shapes. Yeah. And you just put them in your refrigerator so they stay maintained very nice and cool. And in the morning, you can just, give yourself a little eye treatment. These are filled with glitter. Just for extra fun, I guess. So there you have it. All it takes is a little extra TLC. You know what I mean? Okay. Let me grab my tools. So, I'm not going to diagnose you with any kidney problems, of course, but, it's definitely important to see your physician twice a year. I always suggest, I know physicals are usually once a year, but you know, I guess just to listen to your body. Have you had lack of sleep for a long time? Would you say that you have insomnia? Okay. So maybe something that you should definitely talk to your general practitioner about. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at your nose. Now, your nose is going to be linked to your heart. And I'm just checking to see if your nose is redder than usual. If, of course, you have acne on your nose, things like that. So, let's take a look, shall we? Okay. Have you ever been diagnosed with high blood pressure? Hypertension? Okay. I don't really see anything that's unnatural. Like your nose isn't overly red. There's no blemishes on your nose. That's really, really great. Excellent. So next up, we're going to go ahead and check your chin. Okay. Any breakouts on your chin? This is zone 12. Okay. And this could be, of course, hormonal imbalance. And it also corresponds to your intestines. So it could be maybe dietary issues that you may be having if you have any blemishes on your chin, or it could be anything as simple as food allergies, even though, you know, it's a little harder, you know, eliminating what exactly is causing the allergy, right? Okay. Now, when was the last time you got your laser treatment done for your facial hair? Okay. Okay. So, pretty recent. So you could have some redness because of that. Okay. Yeah, looks good. Looks really, really good. So next up, we're going to take a look at 12A, is what I like to call it. It's also zone 12, but it's your upper lip. And the space above your lip is associated with the reproductive system. Okay, so that's why I kind of split it up. And in this case, you know, I'm going to look for any pigmentation that you may be having, any excessive hair growth. Which, did you have that previously? Okay, so that's why you got the procedure done. Okay, yes, see, that's very, very good to know, because I'm looking at you right now and you're completely hairless. So, okay. No, nothing wrong with getting the procedure done. Absolutely not. I want you to do what makes you feel more confident about yourself, of course. So, that could be an indication that you have a hormonal imbalance. We talked about PCOS. Have you seen an OBGYN as of lately? Oh, really? Oh, wow. Okay. You definitely want to see your OBGYN as soon as possible, just for the pure fact that it's been already 2 years. I think that's a pretty long stretch, you know what I mean? So, yes, please, 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 make an appointment as soon as you can. Now, I know that face mapping is all about energy flow, but just in a scientific basis, I know that with hormonal changes, it affects your body in a multitude of ways, including melanin production, which causes hyperpigmentation. An influx of hormones creates androgens, which creates hair growth, excessive hair growth at that. So, yeah, that's why it's important to check with your OBGYN, make sure everything's working properly. I myself have PCOS, and I know the effects of it, and it's not fun. And so I want you to just maintain your most confident in yourself and know what is going on with your body. And for me, I take metformin, which has helped me tremendously. How's your menstrual cycle? Okay. Okay, so definitely make an appointment as soon as possible. You promise? Great. So next, let's go ahead and check zone 11 and zone 13, which is your jawline. And I like to check for any breakouts, of course, along the jawline. And usually this is an indicator of your ovaries, right? There was a 2001 study that showed that half the women that took this study, they got acne along their jawline before they had their menstrual cycle. So it really is a big clue a lot of the times that your friend is coming to town, even if they were not invited. It could also mean that you haven't been cleansing your face properly. It could be a cosmetic item that isn't really working well with your skin. So other things to look for. Yeah. Could very well be clogged pores, things of that nature. I don't really see any breakouts, so that's really good. When was your last menstrual cycle? Okay. So the next zone is going to be the neck. Now the neck is typically your adrenal glands, okay? And your adrenal glands, they release a bunch of hormones, including adrenaline. So this can result in redness in your neck, and also your chest area. But usually skin issues around these areas can be a sign of irritation. It could be a sign of sun damage. So, typically we spray our fragrances on our chest or our neck area. And so if you have any redness, any sort of irritating sensation, it could very well be your fragrance. I've seen where that is the case sometimes. So again, just something to be aware. I don't really see anything wrong with your neck, your décolleté, your chest area. All looks pretty clear. So that's really, really good. So, all in all, I would say that you are in pretty tip-top shape. So here are some of our takeaways. So we have zones 6 and 8. We noticed that you had some puffiness, you had some dark circles under your eyes, and that could be an indicator that for the most part you're just not getting enough sleep, right? But I do want you to drink more water. Number 1, drink more water. Water intake is key. I want you to make an appointment with your primary physician, and you can simply ask for a CBC, and she can check your kidneys, make sure that they are working properly. Okay. Another thing that we discussed was your upper lip. we talked about having excessive hair growth, which you actually took care of with laser treatment, but that could be an underlying issue, maybe something to do with your reproductive system. So I would certainly get that checked out and, make an appointment ASAP with your OBGYN. I did notice some dry skin on your forehead. Again, an indicator that you're probably not giving yourself too much water. You need to fuel yourself. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Okay. So water intake once again. Now I did notice some rosacea, which rosacea can be an indicator sometimes that you may have some hypertension, especially when it starts to travel on your nose, right? And we're already seeing it on your cheeks. So again, with that, I would love it if you made an appointment with your primary care physician and you can discuss your blood pressure further. Also, you can even buy a blood pressure machine off of Amazon and you can log your numbers. So that is another option. Now, in terms of a skincare regimen for just maintaining your acne, which again isn't too bad, but also hydrating your skin in general, I would say using a simple cleanser, something that is not too stripping, something that actually will give you a bit of hydration back, is really, really great. This is a jelly cleanser and it is very balm-like, almost think Vaseline. I don't know if you can see that, but it is quite emollient. So that is what you need to look for, an emollient cleanser. This here is from Biosense, which I love this brand, and I think this brand would serve you well. But this is squalene and elderberry, and it is the jelly cleanser. It's a facial cleanser and makeup remover all in one, and it feels like a dream on your skin. This is another product that is quite popular these days, and it is an emulsion. And this is from Farmstay. It's the Black Snail and Peptide Perfect Emulsion. So this is for brightening, and this is going to give hydration as well. It's also for wrinkle improvement, but I personally love this just for its hydrating properties, and it's an added moisturizing step to your routine. I know that you have your go-to moisturizer, but maybe adding something like this before your moisturizer would be really, really nice, especially for the dry patches on your forehead. Also, oils. You can add this into your moisturizer. This could just be another added layer. It can go on top of your moisturizer. You can do so many things. This here is from Ranavat, and this is the Brightening Saffron Serum Oil. And this is heavy duty stuff. I love this for nighttime. This here is going to be more of a nighttime solution, as it is quite heavy of an oil. But it's really, really great. It's soothing, and for an oil, when you wake up in the morning, your skin really is going to be bright. I promise you. Now, another thing that I want to share with you is retinols. I know you talked about using retinol in the past, but it was a bit too harsh on your skin. So we do have alternatives. Okay. And this is from the brand. Let me grab all of my products here. They're kind of all over the place. My apologies. So I have these two products here. This is from Herbivore, And this is the Moon Fruit, and this is a serum. It's a bakuchiol. It has 1% bakuchiol, which is the retinol alternative, and it has peptides. And this is a serum. Okay. And then we have the eye cream, Moon Dew. It does the same thing. You just pop this on your under eyes. This would be epic for your under eyes, especially right now with your tired under eyes. So again, this has the 1% bakuchiol, plant derived, really great stuff. Now for any redness, Tower 28. This is a daily rescue facial spray. And this is the SOS mist. You have probably heard of it. Everyone talks about it. It really is amazing at calming your skin. Now, this is the acid potion. It's from Moon Juice. And this is a liquid exfoliator. This is heavy duty stuff. Okay. This is a product that you do not rinse off. Again, a nighttime product that you use once or twice a week. It is quite strong. This is a liquid exfoliator. Okay, it's going to basically lift the dead skin. Okay, it's going to help with skin turnover, which helps with skin texture. So it's going to help with your dry skin. It's going to help with brightening. It's going to help make your skin be its best self. This is a plumping serum. This is the Biosense Squalene Copper Peptide Rapid Plumping Serum. Again, this is just going to add an extra boost of hydration. It has hyaluronic acid. It has a ingredient called pearcress, again, which is really good for hydrating the skin and adding that plump skin that helps with elasticity. So everything's plant derived with Biosense. So really great stuff. And masks. Now, if you don't want to use like a liquid exfoliator, I wouldn't recommend a scrub exfoliator. That's a bit too harsh, and over time it leaves your skin too sensitive and actually prone to getting acne. So this is a very good mask that again is going to help with radiance, with skin turnover, with having really soft, supple skin. So Squalene and Glycolic Renewal Mask from Biosense. It's a mask that you put on for 3 to 10 minutes and then you wash it off, and voila, instant results with this guy. Instant results. So there you have it. You don't need to have 5 million steps to a good skincare routine, but most importantly, you want to cleanse your skin. Okay? You want to hydrate your skin and maybe add a serum, you know. I do like the added exfoliator, but it's not for everyone. It's not for everyone. It could be a bit harsh for some skin, so always do a test run, you know. Slugging is also something that you can do to really boost your hydration, to really help with any scaly, dry skin that you may have, especially during the winter. And this is from Ren. It's the Evercalm Overnight Recovery Balm. So it is meant for sensitive skin, and you can use something like Vaseline, but I just think the ingredients in here are just so much better. So, again, just another little suggestion. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Yes, you can always come back next year and we can see if there has been any improvement or any other areas that we need to work on. I will go ahead and print out a list of all the products that I discussed, as well as what I would like you to do moving forward and any additional information. Sounds good? Excellent. Excellent. It was certainly my pleasure. Absolutely.